Hey everybody, AmpRepairGuy.com, 203-892-4119. Here we have an Ameritron Al80b. Customer sent it in, has some issues. Wants me to change the filter caps, bleeder / equalization resistors. You always change both. If you're going to change the caps, change the resistors, because if one of these opens up, the cap that it's across and parallel with will end up with more voltage across it and it'll fail, and it'll be like a chain effect. So, I'm going to do that. Needs a new Vernier Drive on the plate side. As you turn it, sometimes it does not turn on the shaft side on the air variable. Customer told me when you tune it, sometimes he would end up losing power, all output, so that tells me that there's probably a problem with the contact on that tuner, so I'm going to go ahead and change the plate tune cap at the same time. It's such a pain to get in there, and I have to have it out anyway to change the Vernier Drive, so I'll do it in one shot. So I'm going to check everything else over, and I'll touch on anything else once I get back. So stay tuned. Hey everybody, AmpRepairGuy.com. So I got the new air variable in, new Vernier Drive in, changed all the bleeder resistors, new electrolytic caps, clean the output TR relay, clean the soft start relay. Work great in all bands except for 15 meters. The input SDR between the amp and the transceiver is kind of high. Took the board apart. I never noticed this before, but it says this is an older one. It says 15/17. So in order to get it to work, I guess on 17 meters, I was told you have to configure these jumpers. See where the red and black? You'd connect a wire from each pad over. That puts a mica cap in parallel. See, there are two. Here's the 15 meter input coil, 15/17. So right now this one and the one over here are connected. If you were to jump those jumpers, it puts this one in parallel with this one and that one in parallel with that one, so increasing the total capacitance. And then you tune it. So the newer ones just use one cap and it's tuned like in between the two bands. So I'm going to go ahead and change that and then put it all back in and fire it up. Make sure it's good to go. I'll be back. Alright, so I'm back with the completed Ameritron Al80b. Went ahead and changed the slug tune coil for the 15/17 meter band. He was using it on FT8, and I believe that the permeability of the ferrite was altered. Couldn't get it, even though the mica caps were within tolerance for the band, it was well above. It was like 2.5 to 1 or so, and I didn't see any change when I would adjust it. So I changed that out, put a new one in. I replaced the mica caps with new ones, and the values I used are the values that they use in the newer Al80b. So now that circuit will cover both 15 and 17 without having to add any capacitance in parallel by jumping those two pads. So now it's not as low as it could be on either band, but now it covers both bands without having to open the amp. And that's what the customer wanted. I warned him about 17 meters and possible issues with the plate choke. So now it's all set. Checked it on all bands, and it's ready to get shipped out. If you need an amplifier fixed, feel free to call 203-892-4119. I've been super busy here, haven't had any time to shoot videos, so figured I'd get one up. Have a great day. AmpRepairGuy.com. Take care.